What if the final chapter of Downton Abbey doesn't end with a triumphant bow, but with one of its most cherished characters left in limbo? What if the very heart of Downton walks away without the closure she's earned, because of one silent absence in the cast credits? As Downton Abbey prepares to take its final bow this September, emotions are running high. After more than 15 years of love, loss, and legacy, fans are bracing for the goodbye. But not all eyes are fixed on the grand estate or the opulent farewells. A quieter concern is stirring, centered on none other than Lady Mary Crawley. From the moment we first met her, Mary Crawley, played with sharp brilliance by Michelle Dockery, has been a cornerstone of Downton Abbey. She's survived heartache, scandal, and seismic change. Her evolution has been rich, complex, and at times, deeply painful. Which is exactly why fans are holding their breath as the finale approaches, wondering if Mary will finally get the ending she truly deserves. But there's a cloud hanging over her storyline, one name that's missing, and it might change everything. Matthew Goode, who portrays Mary's husband, Henry Talbot, appears to be absent once again. He skipped the last movie, Downton Abbey, a new era, with a vague off-screen excuse about racing cars. This time, history may be repeating itself. Goode was reportedly busy filming Department Q during production of the final film, just as he was previously tied up with The Offer. So where does that leave Henry? And more importantly, where does it leave Mary? Mary's last arc felt unfinished without Henry. There was a hint of something with Jack Barber, the charming filmmaker, but she shut that door, perhaps still loyal to a marriage that felt increasingly distant. If Henry is left off screen yet again, audiences may feel robbed of the emotional resolution Mary's journey demands. Let's be honest. Henry Talbot was never universally adored. For many, his romance with Mary felt rushed and lacked that spark. But even critics of their relationship agree. A disappearing spouse weakens Mary's narrative closure. Whether you rooted for them or not, something needs to be addressed. The writers face a choice. Will they dodge the issue again with another throwaway line? Henry's off racing? A third repeat would feel tired. Alternatively, they could take a bold step, write Henry out decisively, through separation or even tragedy. But that might dampen the celebratory tone the finale is aiming for. Or maybe they take a different path altogether, one that puts Mary front and center, not as someone waiting for love, but as a woman who's come into her own. Because here's the truth. Lady Mary has never needed a man to define her. She's always been intelligent, formidable, and fiercely independent. Perhaps the most powerful ending would be one where she walks into the future on her own terms, raising her children, overseeing Downton Abbey, and embodying the next era with strength and clarity. That wouldn't just suit her arc. It would celebrate the very themes the show was built on: evolution, identity, and quiet resilience. While Mary's future looms large, the final cast list holds many familiar names: Hugh Bonneville, Elizabeth McGovern, Jim Carter, Laura Carmichael, Joanne Froggatt, alongside some intriguing newcomers like Alessandro Nivola and Jolie Richardson. But the absence of Matthew Goode continues to cast a long shadow. The CinemaCon preview teased poignant moments: a racetrack in 1930, the Crawleys adapting to the modern age, Mary dazzling in red, laughter echoing through the halls. And in one unforgettable scene, Robert Grantham gently touches the walls of Downton, a silent, aching goodbye. Of course, one spirit will be missing most of all: Violet Crawley. The beloved Dowager Countess, portrayed by Dame Maggie Smith, left us both on screen and off. Her passing in the last film marked a shift, and Maggie Smith's real-life departure in 2024 makes this finale even more emotional. Her presence may be gone, but her essence lingers in every room, every witty remark, every thread of the Crawley legacy. So yes, the expectations are towering, but they're not about grand endings or perfect resolutions. They're about honoring the journey, about letting these beloved characters step into the future with dignity, truth, and purpose. Especially Lady Mary. Will she finally receive the closure she's earned? Or will fans be left with another half-told tale? Tell us what you think. What do you want for Mary? For Downton? Let's talk in the comments. And if you've loved this world like we have, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter. This isn't just the end of a show, it's the end of an era. Let's savor every second.